Yes, guys, welcome from me, Change Manager 0102, player profile time. You can see it right there. Not quite the superstar that we're used to seeing. I think the previous one was Roberto Carlos. But in terms of CM-wise, I think you'll all agree he's up there with the elite. Cherno, Samba. We'll start with him CM related, because there isn't much to say about him in real life, is there? So one thing about Cherno Samba is he hasn't got the correct age on CM, or I don't think he's got an age in, and because of that, he has a different age almost start every time. Sometimes it's 15, sometimes it's 16. I can confirm though, he was born on the 10th of January 1985, so that proves that it was wrong. I never used to understand why some players have different ages, different positions, and it's the same situation. If they've not got a position, like a set position, it's almost random. So, what I've done is I've fired up my own 7-Up game here, where we are in midway through Season 10, so we can get a better perspective of Samba. And you can see his age obviously would have been 15 years of age when the game started. Let's go from the beginning. Now, the problem is, right, with Samba, you all know he does turn into a good player. I mean, you can see based on this part of my game here where he's had 12 games, 7 goals, and he does turn a lot better than that, and he is still only 25. 9.5 seasons in, and he's still only 25, but he just don't get the games. And in all fairness, you can normally always get him. I obviously bought him at Liverpool at whatever point during Season 1. I then brought him over to PSG with me, but I never really used him. I mean, in the games that he's had, I mean, look at that. The real minimal games that he's had, he hasn't failed, has he? I mean, look at that. He's done really, really well. Have I got Belgium open? I haven't got Belgium open, so that's not really a true reflection. And as obviously since I've bought him, so you can always pick him up really dirt cheap because he never really settles. I have seen saves where he does settle, and when he settles, he's a goal scorer. No doubt about that. He is a goal scorer. Now, I thought, in fact, I'm pretty sure, in real life at least, he's got dual nationality. I'm pretty sure of that. I thought he had. Gambia or something like that, and I thought we would see it here, but no. But I'm pretty sure. But he's definitely worth a buy on any solo save. Don't quote me because I think, it's a bit random on him being out of contract at the end of Season 1. I'll tell you a good save to try, and that would be Millwall. Millwall, because you'd start with him, and you've got some other selected players at Millwall. You could do a really good job. Do you know what? I might put that on my to-do list. Millwall. So, yeah, from a CM perspective, he is definitely up there. I think there's a book about him, about the CM legend that almost, a bit like a few of the others, that never really materialised in real life like they did in the game. In fact, I think it was a book that I had, and it was all loads of players. It was all about the star players of CM that never did it in the real world like the game portrayed them to. And it was players like Samba, Sigalko, Kennedy Bakarugu, Mark Kerr, the list is endless, So let's talk about Samba in real life. Now, I checked something right, and according to my checking, it says he wasn't officially on the Millwall books until 2002, as in senior. He was youth. So that's probably why it was a little bit inconsistent with his age and whatever. Maybe he was just there to make up the numbers, I don't know. But whoever put him down only had him down as as just a squad player or like a youngster with wasn't 100% of his age, wasn't 100% of his position. If we're talking bullshit on age, let's talk about Taribo West. That's another story. But thing is, he is only 38 years old now. So technically speaking, he could still be going. Ronaldo is. Cristiano Ronaldo is. It's interesting. So I had to do a little bit of research on this. I'm not going to pretend I knew all this because I didn't, because I knew he wasn't really the dog's bollocks. So he was at Millwall. He didn't actually play any games for Millwall, believe it or not, and he was there till 2004, where he went to Cadiz. Cadiz, he didn't make any games at Cadiz. So it's really bizarre, right? Because the research I did reflected how he goes in CM. So it's ironic, really, isn't it? It's really ironic. He ended up with a loan spell in 05 to Malaga, or Malaga B, shall I say. Malaga B, and he actually had a good record, 18 games, 11 goals. So, you know, Plymouth, he went to Plymouth, 13 games, 1 goal. Wrexham, he went Wrexham, 3 games, didn't score. Hacker, who I can only assume, let me just check something, they must be finished. Oh, they are finished, yeah. Yeah, 7 games, no goals. A Greek team, Pantoulikos, no games. So he ended up he went to a lot of teams and didn't have any games. And he ended his career, and to be fair, he ended his career very, very young. It was a Norwegian club called Tonsberg. But to my checking, and I thought I've got this wrong, but this is just on checking. Sites can be bullshit all the time, as you all know. He ended in 2012. So that would be 11 years ago. So that would be 27 years of age. So I'm assuming maybe he quit football. Maybe he was long-term injuries. I don't know. But 52 games in total on senior level, 15 goals. And whilst I said about he played for what I believe was Gambia, he did play for the England under 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. So I don't know. Who knows? It's an interesting one. But I know he's an ambassador for something. I do have him on Facebook. And I have communicated with him a few times. And he does do a few podcasts as well. So if you want to try and get in touch with him, he is on Facebook there, as long as you don't start fucking trolling him and stuff. And I'll tell you something else I read, right? When he was a prodigy at Millwall, because he was, you get these prodigies, and they're prodigies, they're best thing since sliced bread, and not even made an appearance, that all the big teams, and one of those big teams was Man United, was showing an interest. And of course, he didn't break in at Millwall, so it was never going to happen. So, well done, Samba. Well done for making teams show an interest in you. I'm only taking the piss. So that's it then from the legend himself, Cherno Samba. Absolutely great player. If you look on the editor, you probably see he's got a PA of about, I don't know, it must be about 180, at least 180. He must have a PA of 180, I would say. If you've got any player profiles you want doing, guys, do let me know. Stand by for your outro. And until next time from me, guys, take it easy.